wave over here. You can wave too in your desktop way if you'd like. So hello, Bridgemakers. This is Hey You or Dr. Diaz, and I'm here with Elliot112, who is the creator of some really interesting social cohesion worlds here in VR chat. And I was brought to Elliot's Worlds before I met Elliot. And for the social scientists / world builders in here that are really working to solve a weird and interesting problem, which is like, we're in social VR, but how do we make healthy social VR? How do we help people understand themselves so that they're always learning and growing and less likely to be destructive towards each other? And I think that Elliot has solved for this a bit. So Elliot, you don't talk out loud, right? You're just typing to me today? Yeah, okay. And Elliot, just to recap, I learned from you that you've been in VR chat for about 3 years. Is that right? Yeah. And what made you build some worlds that allow people to connect to each other even when they're not there? Sure. Why did you want to create worlds? Yeah, that's a good question too. And for anybody watching, Elliot is thinking and typing, and you're not going to see the thought bubbles pop up above Elliot's head because this is a weird thing about the camera system. But yeah, I can also switch my view every once in a while so you can see it from my head. But in the meantime, enjoy the beautiful world music as Elliot thinks deeply and types. Okay, Elliot said, I don't understand your first question, but I was passionate about world building at the time and wanted to do something cool. Awesome. And when I talk to world builders, Elliot, I always like to ask, what do you do for work? Like, are you a programmer or a creator professionally, or is this just a side thing? Elliot says, oh. And then is probably typing something else, but we have to wait. Also, Elliot, since you and I are connected on Discord also, if you wanted to type there, if that's faster, you're welcome to do that. And then I can read what you're typing on Discord. But either way, it's fine. No rush. No worries. Elliot's thinking. And we'll go, after this question, we'll go to another world. We've got a few here that I'd love to ask you about. I only make worlds for fun, but I work helping my mom in her shop in real life. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Cool. I feel like we talked about this a little bit already. That's interesting. Yeah. So you help your mom kind of stay organized at a shop? Nice. Very cool. Well, has your mom ever seen your worlds before? It's a family business. I already showed her once, but she doesn't understand much about the internet. Yeah. Well, and you're bringing it to a next level. So I can imagine that's even more confusing for her potentially, because what you did in one of your worlds here that we'll go to next is really remarkable. In a literal planet where censorship is like a constant issue, this world has some really interesting parts to it. Let's go to this one. Write a letter. Okay. So here we are. We're in a world with a door. By the way, from an environmental design aspect, having a pre-space before you go into the main space is like good design principle. So you're basically creating an anticipation and a feeling of wanting to say yes. And that helps with that helps with the sense of adventure and learning. So I'm going to pull the door and walk inside. And now we're in here. So if I remember correctly, this world usually has a lot of notes draping the walls everywhere. It's probably just loading in slowly. Is that right? Or do I have to grab something to see them all? Where did they go? Write a letter. I don't see them anymore. That is interesting. Oh, and you have it translatable. That's interesting too. All the letters on the wall were written by people who came here before us. Exactly. I guess my question is, why can't I see the letters all of a sudden? Oh, you have a group called Elliot112. And it's AMOGUS.5946. Can you see the letters? I cannot see the letters. That's the really interesting thing. This time, the letters are not showing up. Do I need to turn? I might have turned my hyperlink thing off. Let me see if that's it. You know, the allow untrusted URLs thing. Comfort and safety. Yeah, I had that turned off. Okay. So I put that back on. Yep. And then do I need to re-enter the world, or will they show up on their own? Okay. I will rejoin world. Be right back. Okay. I'm back. Come on. Open up. Yay! Now they're appearing. Cool. Okay. So, what made you decide to create this world where there's so many messages everywhere from people to people, even if those people will never see the message written for them? In other words, why did you create the world? There's even messages on the ceiling. The world was inspired by a Roblox game that has the same premise. Oh, okay, great. And you realized that isn't in VR chat, so you wanted to make it in here. Did you get started in Roblox? Is that where you learned to kind of design or program a little bit? In the Roblox game, the cards didn't stay on the map. When I played the game, I saw a lot of cool player cards. Oh. So you played Roblox, but you didn't design or build anything in there? You don't understand. Oh, so for Roblox, half of the game of it is building things, like building worlds and games. Did you play Roblox that way? Did you design games or worlds? Did you make worlds like this in Roblox? Okay. You didn't. You just saw it. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. So, and you said English is not your first language. You seem to be like picking up on it and writing pretty clearly. And is it okay if I share where you're from? If not, that's okay. No, share right now because we're streaming right now. Just saying that you're bridging a language here that is not your primary language. So I was going to say that what country you're from. Is that okay? So, sorry. That's okay. You're doing great. We'll skip that part. So, what have you learned? Do you read all the notes that people post in here? Like, have you read all of them? Like, while you're typing your answer, I'm going to read some of the notes out loud so people can hear what's on here. There's one that says, found out that it's wispy, not whisper, but I love still you cute person with your home stuck avatar. Another one says, I'm lost, hurt, and confused. I lost my amazing friend group over some stupid, trivial bullshit. Now I'm struggling to make new friends. Even Rosa no longer wishes to play with me. Even after I dropped $200 worth on her because I loved her, only to be turned down by her. And the person signed it. This is like the wound world. It's the world where people leave messages for relationships that will never heal. And here's what you wrote. And I'm going to pull my camera off so people can read it with me. So in the beginning, I would log into the world almost every day to read people's letters and remove troll letters. Wow. And what about now? see how long this world has existed. Published 3/2025. 5,000 people favorited it. Do you still? Most people come here to vent, and I'm glad that people behaved and this place gave them the safety to let it all out. Yeah. Did you ever find people writing things that scared you? Like they were saying things about you check in with some of the letters. Okay. Like, did you see letters ever that people wrote that were about harming themselves or other people? Do people threaten to kill themselves on these letters or kill other people? I've seen a few suicide notes, but I prefer to believe it's just trolling. That's honest. That makes sense. And is there any way for, like, what do you do with those notes when you find them? While you're writing that answer, I might read a couple more notes. There's one here that says, "Oh no, I think I'm falling in love with him. The bluest eyes and the voice like silk. But he prefers women, and I can't pretend to be one. Not enough to be with him." Okay, you said, I mean, I don't know exactly what to do with those notes. I get nervous about these kinds of things. If it's not too serious, I leave it. Yeah, wow. You leave it because maybe that person wanted to leave that message. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any examples of notes you've left in here that you're worried about but not too worried about? It's been so long since I saw those messages that I don't think they're here anymore. Oh, do they get replaced? Replaced? Like, does somebody else write a note on top of it, or do they get deleted after a certain time? Why would they be gone? I'll read some more notes. The fear of loving is still high for me, but I'm pushing through for my perfect partners because I love them dearly. Something deep down tells me I'm not enough. Actually, there's a limit to the number of letters that can be placed here because eventually there will be enough space. So after a while, so if I wrote a letter in here right now, would another letter disappear that had been here the longest? Like, have all the letter slots been filled up? The limit is 6,000 letters, and new cards replace older ones in a kind of loop. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. Have you ever reported any of the letters to VR chat? Report letters to VR chat? Yes. Do you ever report them if they are very violent? You just delete them. Yeah, I get it. That's a type of moderation too. You don't see any letters so serious. Okay. Yeah, got it. So, have you had anybody reach out to you and tell you stories about finding this world, like how it mattered to them, why they love this world? I met someone who said they met a friend here on their first day in VR chat. I think their letter is still around here. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. So now, oh, okay. Where's their letter? You know where it's at. Let's see this. Yeah. Here's a liminal space, which, by the way, well done on that. And now we're going to a door. This door? Oh, this door isn't opening. Oh, there it is. Now it is. Yay. Okay, we're here. Oh, and okay, we're back. It's right. It's loading for you. Takes a while for all the letters to load. Oh, you met some people who were kind to you and said they really liked your world. You can't find that letter. That's okay. It's still a really interesting world, Elliot. I'm impressed with your decisions on how you made a safe place for people to leave messages that they can't say anymore to each other, for whatever reason. It's a way to kind of, the concept of carving initials in a tree. So, like, you go to a tree with a knife and you carve, so and so, my initials, hey, you, heart, somebody else, right? Everyone here behaved with their letters. I mean, not everyone. Yeah. I mean, literally right behind you, there's a troll letter. So, like, how some people, when they feel very connected, if they're out in the world, they're in a park in nature, they might take a knife and carve some words on a tree or on a stone to make it permanent, to say this connection is deep inside of me. So they write it deep on something outside of them. You know that idea? You don't understand. Okay, that's okay. I'm trying to think of if there's a VR chat world that has this. I have seen it before, but I don't remember which worlds I've seen it where people have this. You made a bridge, basically, in physical reality, in real life. People write messages on walls and on trees, and you made that space in VR, like graffiti. You understand. Good. Yeah. It was very kind of you to do this. Nobody else has done anything quite like this. Yeah. And so, what are your goals for creating now? I'm looking at what you've made ever since this world. Write a letter. You made a world called I Think I'm Lost, The Days Pass, and then Mu Mundo. That's an older world. What's your most recent world, Elliot? Is it the Sincerely I Love You? 2025. Yeah, I think Sincerely I Love You is your most recent one, yeah? Let's go there. You created your own worlds to try and help people in some way because at the time I was going through a difficult period. Yeah, wow. Is that difficult period better now? Are you feeling better? I'm going to drop this portal in a second, but I want to give you a chance to respond to that. I'm getting better, but I still feel a little lonely. Yeah, that makes sense. And you're carrying a lot of loneliness in your worlds for other people. Let's go look at this one. This is where we just met. I think I'm setting that up wrong. So here we are in a bridge world with some really pretty grass flowing around. And then we've got this magical glitter bridge. And then we have a whole bunch of pictures and a whole bunch of notes. Oh, cute people. Did they send you these pictures to post on the bridge? No. You mean you click in one. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, so we could take a picture. There we go. Now what? How do I get it to take a picture? We're actually taking a picture in the world. Is that it? What do I do with it? Now what? Love is a... Oh, somebody wrote a thing, love is a scam backwards. That's sad. Do I put this somewhere, or is it just for this moment? The photo collage is a project a friend of mine who helped me create the world of letters. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, look, there's this one. So now if I click accept and it says copy, paste. Copy, paste. Okay. So I did that. And is it going to show up? Wow. Look, it's us. We're on the board now. That's really cool. Who's your friend? It's really interesting. That's also a social thing. Cute. So you're showing this bridge in Paris. Have you been to this bridge in Paris? Or you just like the idea? No. And then now we see all these locks and notes. And then we can burst it open and see the message between them. You really did do some bridge making here, man. This is amazing. I'm really impressed with it. Yeah. So when you saw bridge makers, you were like, wait a minute. Yes. I'm a bridge maker. Okay, got it. That's lovely. Oh, so many notes. Look at that. Do you have any of these that you read and they're your favorites? I mean, it has the same limit system as the cards, but I do have some favorite padlocks made by some friends that I post on my Instagram. Okay, very cool. So, do you have, I'm going to sit down on this because I'm having an idea and I want to stay grounded. Do you have a goal for your next world? What you would build? You don't understand. So you built this world, yes, and people say, yay, we love your bridge world. So now what do you want to create next? What's the next idea to build a bridge for people? Or do you not have one? Because I have an idea if you don't have an idea. I'd love to hear your idea. I'm working on a new world, but I'm hesitant to talk about it because I don't want to spoil the experience. Oh, okay. That's okay. Well, I'm excited to hear what it is. Maybe when you release it, we can do another walkthrough like this and see it together. So I'll tell you my idea, which is, yay, sure. So my idea is, so this is the world for when people feel lots of joy and connection, and it's like a promise world. It's like a we are linked world, yeah? What about a world for we are broken? And how do we build a bridge back after things broke? And so for bridge makers, what I do is I help people understand conflict. What happens when we're angry with each other or harmful. And so I have a bridge world in a different app that actually shows how piece by piece to put the bridge together to build relationship after it's broken, after it's all over. And so I'm curious if you would be interested in making a project where it's like the I'm sorry bridge, but it teaches people how to say they're sorry. So they put steps together, because many times when we say our sorry, we stop before even saying our sorry. We just say, we make an excuse, I was late because my dog ate my homework. And then we don't even say our sorry. Instead of saying, I need to be better and not have my homework in front of my dog. So I'm sorry, and I will keep my homework locked up next time so it doesn't make my dog eat it. The steps to build back a relationship that has fallen apart. If you gave people some options to see those steps and fill in the message where they had gotten to, then they could build bridges back to each other. And then if nobody, let's say I was very mean to you, I hit you, or I don't want to say that because that isn't a relationship that should build back. But let's say I said, yeah, kind of, but a world of taking steps to repair the connection. So how do I say I'm sorry so you believe me and you trust me again? When I broke our bridge, how do we build the bridge back? So yeah, advice could be a very soft way to do it. So you're saying that's cute idea. Yeah. And so I already have a version of this built in Horizon Worlds. Have you ever heard of that? Well, it's a different app. I think you can get into it, but you would need, well, actually, no, you could get on desktop too. So it's, you know what Meta is? So Meta has their own virtual reality app called Horizon. And that's where I learned to build first. And so I have a lot of different worlds in there that were prototypes. They were like baby worlds for projects in other applications where people wanted to build it nice and fancy and more beautiful. So I built a world in there that is literally a bridge like this one, but it's broken. And then you pick up pieces of the bridge and put them down on the bridge, and it repairs the bridge. But every piece you pick up is another step on how to build relationship back when it's fallen apart. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Elliot. Yeah, well, I'm a bridge maker too. You're a bridge maker and I'm a bridge maker. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I want to show you one more world. Have you seen any of the bridge maker worlds? Just the liminal space one. If you did see, yeah. Just thinking about what world to show you as we close up here. Actually, this one's kind of fun. Have you seen this world? This is a world we went to for a Bridgemakers event. Do you know this one? Oh, you know it. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like that world, the drawbridge world, but with meaning. So people can, every piece they add, they can say, did I say I'm sorry? Did I tell you why I'm not going to harm you again? I'm not going to repeat what hurt you. And have I made myself ready to build the bridge? So that's what I did in Horizon, but this is just the fun game world. I'll show you another bridge world that is actually bridge makers. Okay. So I'm going to do public, top portal. There you go. Come check this out. Different bridge. Hello. Oh, your avatar looks so different in this world. That's interesting. Huh. So different bridge world, yeah? Yeah. So much different. Yeah, exactly. So this is the world about building community that feels very hard in a space like this. Sometimes it's very sad. And we built this world to celebrate some different communities. There's a video, if you want to look it up, called Virtually Impossible on YouTube. And it shows all these leaders who have made communities for people to learn how to talk to each other. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So we built this world to celebrate the film when it got released. And I'm not going to I'm not going to take you through the whole thing, but you can kind of see if we grab this, it's going to put us near the black hole. There you go. So, yeah, this is the only black hole I know of in VR chat that has something inside of it. All the other black holes are empty, or we can't tell what's inside of it. But this one has a place for people to connect. Whoa, that's so cool. Thank you. Yeah. And so you can see that we made the bridges on so many levels, including featuring some creators and some leaders who have led with values. Yeah. So we had an event in here and we brought people back here and done other kinds of events. But this is the bridge in this world was supposed to be broken by the black hole. But then when we created it, I saw that the bridge got more and more narrow. You see how this is the bridge, and then this is the bridge, and then this is the bridge. But the bridge, even though it's very small now, it's still not broken. And so I realized no breaking the bridge, even if the black hole sucks it in, it still must continue. And so if you follow it, it goes all the way out to the other side. And it's symbolic for how VR can suck us into connections that wear us thin, but we still stay connected somehow, hopefully to ourselves at least.
Bridgemakers showed me the importance of reaching out to people I normally wouldn't.
I'll turn the world volume off here. Thank you. Yeah, that's cool. Significant. It is significant. So, we're probably going to close up our stream here, but Elliot, it's been really lovely to meet you. And what is your advice for other world builders who want to build connections that let people's messages and impacts stick on the world? Because that's what you've done that most people don't do, is you let people be able to change the world that they're in instead of waiting to have that tool handed to them. You made worlds that people can impact, they can influence your worlds. Oh, hearts. Your English is fine. Let me, I'll write it in Discord so you can see it. What is your advice for creators who about their holding people's? So what I'm typing in for people who are watching the stream is I said, what is your advice for creators who have never thought about their worlds holding people's memories inside? You make worlds that let people change the world and have an impact. So you can read that on Discord. Yeah, that's okay. No worries. Take your time. Elliot is thinking very deeply about this. I appreciate that, Elliot. No worries. I like how deeply you think. That's partly why I think you made the worlds that have this impact. Um, yeah, I think your answer is an answer right now. But if you do want to write another answer, I will put it in the stream in the description at the end. And I think you've answered my question. I think that you're first of all, English isn't your first language. And so being able to read what people write is better for you. No worries. Ah, just, I think so much. Follow your heart. Just it. Oh, that's so lovely, Elliot. Thank you for that's always good advice. If you can't think of anything else, tell people to follow their hearts. Because the heart is the bridge between the head and the body. Or actually, I was trying to do the heart. Heart. Controller drift. Yay! Well, I'm going to grab a photo with you if that's okay. And then I'll post this in Bridge Makers. Look at that. 2 bridge makers hanging out. Ah, so cute. This has been a spontaneous live stream by Elliot and Heyo.